You're welcome once again. So let's revisit. We did indices before, so let's revisit some of the laws and solve this equation with it. Okay. So this is 1/7 raised to power minus n minus 1/5 raised to power minus n equals to 24. Okay. And we know that this is reciprocal, so that means this is 7 raised to power minus 1 or raised to power minus n. Then minus, this is also 5 raised to power minus 1 raised to power minus n equals to 24. Okay, so we multiply out this according to our laws, you know. The other law says if we have a power inside and there's another power outside, we can multiply them. So that is xy, this is x times y, which is xy. Okay, so let's do that. Minus 1 times minus n, that gives you 7 raised to power n minus, this is 5 raised to power n. Okay, so because minus times minus is plus and 1 times n is n. Same thing here. Okay, so this is equals to 24. Okay, so now I think this is where the work. When you get there, you're already done. You're already done, because if it is an objective question, you can easily get from the options. You can easily plug and get your answer. But then let's devise a solving mechanism to get rid of this question. So we know that if I say 7 raised to power n raised to power 2 over 2, I have not done anything to this. 5 raised to power n also raised to power 2 over 2 equals to 24. I have not done anything to, because this is the same thing as raised to power 1. 2 divided by 2 is raised to power 1. So this is the same thing as 7 raised to power n raised to power 1. And anything raised to power 1 is still the same thing. So I have not yet done anything to this. Okay, so I still want to alter this to, let's say this is 7 raised to power n over 2 raised to power 2 minus 5 raised to power n over 2 raised to power 2 equals to 24. Okay, so this is still the same thing. I'm still here. I've done nothing to it. Okay, but I want to apply a law here, right? So we've heard of differences of 2 squared before. Okay, so we have a raised to power 2 minus b raised to power. So this is the same thing as a raised to power a plus b. Okay, then a minus b. So when you expand this, you're going to have exactly this. So, but before I do this, I want to assume, let x equals to what? 7 raised to power n over 2, and y equals to what? 5 raised to power what? N over 2. Okay. So if we do this, you see, you can substitute this value with x and you can substitute this value with y. So this equation properly becomes x raised to power 2 minus y raised to power 2 equals to 24. Right? Okay, so from this identity, this is the same thing as x plus y, x minus y equals to 24. Okay, so but 24 itself, this is x plus y, x minus y equals to 24 itself is the same thing as 2 into bracket 12. Okay, so because 24 is the same thing as 2 times 12. Okay, 24 is also the same thing as 4 times 6. So anyone you use, you still arrive at the answer. But let's see. We know that these are factors, right? So this and this equals to this. Okay, you can take them separately. But the only thing here is that we know that the summation of x and y should be greater than the difference between them, right? So that means x plus y is equals to 12. Then y minus, okay, x minus y equals to 2. Okay, so the reason why I am picking 12 for the summation is that I'm assuming numbers. When we assume two numbers, their summation should always be greater than their difference. Okay, so this is simultaneous equation already. We already have two equations here now, right? So let's, okay, the sign in between them is different. Whenever you're solving simultaneous equation and the sign in between this, they are different. You introduce plus. So if here is plus plus, you introduce minus. If here is minus minus, you introduce minus. But once it is plus and minus or minus and plus, you still introduce what? Plus. Okay? So when you introduce plus this, x plus x will give us 2x, y plus minus y, that will cancel, okay? So this is equals to 12 plus 2, that will give us what? 12 plus 2 is what? That's 14, okay? So you divide both sides by 2, divide both sides by 2, so that this cancels this. X is equals to 7, okay? So we can easily get y by substituting into any of these equations. So if I go back to equation 2, that's x minus y equals to 2. I already know that my x is 7, so this is 7 minus y equals to 2. Okay, so let me quickly rub up this place. So that means here is take y to the other side. So this is 7, 2 is coming, minus 2 equals to y is going to the other side, it becomes plus y. So this minus this, that will give us what? 5, right? Okay, so 5 is equals to y, therefore y is equals to 5. Okay, so we've gotten our x and we've gotten our y, right? So we can come back to this equation here where we say let x equals to this. So we initially said that x is equals to 7 raised power n over 2, right? So it's very easy for us to find the value of n now, which is our problem here, right? So it's very easy for us to find the value of n here. Why? Because we calculated our x, and our x is equals to what? 7. Since x is equals to 7, I don't try 7 is equals to 7 raised power n over 2, right? But this is the same thing as 7 raised power 1 equals to n raised power n all over 2. Okay, so the bases are equal. We cannot equate the, so this is 1 is equals to n over 2. So when you cross multiply, 2 will come and multiply 1. So that's 2 is equals to n, right? Therefore, n is equals to what? N is equals to what? N is equals to 2. Very simple. Okay, that's very good. So you can check here to know if the difference will actually give you 24. Or you can just come back to this place here now, because this is just like a simplification of the equation. So you put 2 here, then you put 2 here, you put 2 here, which is n. So this is will give you 49 minus 25, and that will give you 24, which is very, very correct. Okay, so thank you. Because the question now is, because when I got to this place, I just want to do a kind of roundup comment on what we've just watched now. Now here, this 24, I just got some factors of 24 and made use of them, right? You could also use 4 and 3, right? Now 4 and 6 actually. So another person can decide to use. But we also know that apart from 2 times 12 will give us 24. What about minus 2 times minus 12? You get minus 2 times minus 12 will also give us 24. So that means I can use them here. But if you are using that, what will happen is that when we are using summation will always take the highest of them, right? So that means x plus y is 12. But remember this time around, minus 12 is less than what? Minus 2. Minus 2 is greater than minus 12. So here we have the x plus y is equals to minus 2. Then the last one will have the x minus y is equals to what? Minus 12. So you just reverse them, right? So any which factor you use and you solve, you still arrive at the same answer.